a newly released video of the August 3rd shooting. 32-year-old Donald Taylor is seen walking down the street. He goes out of frame, but what happens when he reappears that leads his family to say he was murdered. Now we want to warn people that this video is disturbing. It could trigger some folks, and so we want to give you some time to look away. Again, it's a very difficult video to have to watch. So let's go ahead and play it.
What are you doing? Why are you guys rushing me? Don't move! Do not move! Do not reach! Do not reach! Do not reach! I'm leaving.
Attorney Arian White represents the Taylor family. She joins us now from Miami. Okay, so walk us through this here. Were they trying to execute a warrant? What happened here? We have this video, and he's walking away. Is he walking away from a home? Is he in a driveway, in an alley? Explain to us exactly what we just saw.
Okay, well, first, thank you for having me, Roland. He is walking away. So the beginning of this video, there are a couple videos, and he is walking towards where we now know the police officers were. But then he's seen walking away, and you can kind of hear the commotion of when the interaction with the officers first begins. It's not an alleyway. It's a street where there's just more street. It's a neighborhood. It's a community. He's not on anybody's property. He's just walking down the street. And he comes into contact with these police officers, and he walks away, as you saw, with his hands up, with his arms out. And he's shot in the back once, a fatal shot. I am of the opinion, I'm not a medical expert, but it appears very clearly he died right there. But that is information that the family has not even been provided, quite frankly. Every piece of information that we have is because his family has been diligent in trying to figure out what occurred that day. Haven't gotten any information from the police. We don't know who the officer was. I cannot even confirm that they were executing a warrant. Transparently, there were several felony crimes that Mr. Taylor was suspected of occurring, I believe, the week before this incident. And it is possible that they were trying to execute a warrant, but I'm not 100% sure, because the answers that I have gotten from the multiple police departments that are investigating this, and we can talk about that a little bit more if you want, are none. Zero. We haven't gotten any information from them. We were able to get this video because of a Good Samaritan who thought it was important that this family have answers for what actually happened that day.
Again, what's strange to me is so he's walking away. We're going to play the video again because I think it's important so we properly understand what happened here. His hands are up. Doesn't look like he's reaching for anything. So go ahead and play the video again. Okay, so we see he's walking away. So here's what. So and watching that video there, and watching that video, come back. Okay, watch that video. He's not reaching for anything. Now, after he's shot, we hear them say, "Do not reach." Mm-hmm. He makes no move. So I don't understand why in the situation. Why do you fire a weapon? Your gun is out, not taser or anything along those lines.
Yeah, there's no reasonable, rational, or legal explanation from our standpoint. There was no reason to shoot him. It's my understanding that sometime before this incident, there was another interaction where he was able to get away, is the way that they explain it. I haven't been given any details on that either. Even in that situation, though, there has not even been an allegation at that point that he was armed or anything like that. Now, at some point later in this video, there appears to be a weapon that's discovered on his body. But I want to remind you, Roland, we live in Florida. People have weapons. I have weapons, right? So it's not illegal to have a weapon. I'm going to be a lot more fair to them than they were to Mr. Taylor and say that assuming that they believed, all the allegations that have been put forth against him, that they approached him as though he was armed and dangerous, right? But in this country, at least, as far as I know, it does not matter if you're charged with a misdemeanor, a trespass, a felony drug possession, or murder. The burden of proof is the same, right? The police don't get to be judge, jury, and executioner. He was entitled to an arrest, a reasonable response to his behavior, which I don't even believe a taser at this point. They didn't even attempt to physically accost him, as far as I can tell. But he was entitled to be arrested, prosecuted by the state attorney's office, tried by a jury of his peers, and then, if found guilty, punished by a judge, right? And what they've essentially done is they have robbed the public of answers, right? They've robbed the potential victims of these alleged crimes of any answers, and they robbed Mr. Taylor of his life, his family of his life. He was a young man. He was 32 years old. And I sat on this video long enough to try to figure out something, right? To be a good attorney and think of some possible explanation. And I can't think of one that makes sense. Not one.
This took place August 3rd. What has been the response, reaction from the police department, from the district attorney?
Yeah. So I haven't spoken with or heard from the district attorney at all. I will say this, and this is information that I'm not sure is public at this point, but I'm going to go ahead and say it now. This murder actually occurred. This is the City of Hollywood Police Department that fired these shots, is my understanding. The actual murder occurred in another city, in an adjoining city, the city next over, if you will. So that city is investigating, but I haven't gotten any information from them. I've submitted public records requests to the city of Miramar, which is where this actually occurred, right north of Miami, the City of Hollywood, and FDLE, who is investigating the shooting right now. But I haven't received really anything from any of those departments. So we don't even know the name of the officer who fired the shot. And it is January 7th. This occurred in August.
Well, certainly keep us abreast of what comes next in this story.
I certainly will.
The shooting there just makes no sense. All right, we appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you for having me.
Hello, I'm Isaac Hayes III, founder and CEO of Fanbase, and I'm here with a very important message. We are at a turning point in the Black community where we must have equity in the apps we use that scale to billions of dollars. But this time, we own the infrastructure, we own the culture, and we shape the future. And Fanbase is the future. Fanbase combines the free functionality of Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube into an all-in-one platform built for the evolution of social media and monetization. With over 1.4 million users, that's real proof that we are shifting the conversation of tech ownership and equity for creators. So right now, I want you to go to startengine.com/fanbase and invest today. The minimum to invest is $399. That gets you 60 shares of stock in Fanbase at $665 a share. This marks a turning point in Black ownership of social media. If we don't take this opportunity to own social media right now, we will always be customers to our own creations. And that can't go on. So once again, go to startengine.com/fanbase and invest today. We must own the platforms where our voices live, our stories matter, and where our culture drives the world. Thank you.